I haven't confirmed it, but it seems to me that this is the one of the LEGO sets with the longest name ever. This LEGO DC Comics superhero 76274 Batman with the Batmobile versus the Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze, I almost lose my breath, is expected to hit the market on June 1st. At the time I'm writing this review, I still don't have the confirmation of price and number of elements, but if I'm not mistaken, there's 445 elements for a retail price of 60 euros or dollars, which is equivalent to a price per piece of almost 14 cents. Which kind of surprises me negatively if this is the case. As for the set, you may have already noticed that this represents the iconic Batmobile from Batman the Animated Series, a new approach by LEGO that has already seen the 76271 Batman the Animated Series Gotham City released this year. Batman is my favorite hero, but the truth is I've never seen the animated series. When they finally came to Portugal, I was already a teenager who didn't watch that many cartoons, and now I've been waiting for my son to be a little bit older so I can watch it with him. So when I saw this 76274, I was completely surprised to see a car so bulky and in dark blue. I thought Batman only wore black and very dark gray. I will get to that later. Starting with the minifigures, there are 3, 2 of them the same as those that appeared in 76271, but with the one big new feature. And I'm not talking about Mr. Freeze's minifigure, but rather Batman's new cape, completely made of rubber plastic, and unlike the one that appeared in the Shadow Box Batcape for example, it allows Batman to sit with it. Batman has a double face and a mask with a blank interior mold, which allows it to be used with any minifig head. The torso is grey with a more classic pattern, as are the legs with black boots. Harley Quinn has incredible prints, and I especially love the legs with the detail on the feet and on the printed diamonds. The return of the Jester's hat is welcome, where you can see some slight printing defects in the white ink. The same happens with the Queen's face, as it is painted on a red head. Finally, Mr. Freeze, the only new figure that appears to have a new piece for the head. I don't believe it was created exclusively for this character, as if it were, it could have some more detail on the base. The torso recreates some details from the animated series suit, and completely black legs. For this I was expecting some kind of detail, like blue boots or a belt. Moving on to the vehicle, it is really massive. But first, an explanation. The car in the series is actually black, but in order to differentiate it from the background, it almost always appeared in dark bluish colors. And I believe it was in this sense that LEGO made this vehicle in this color, which makes perfect sense to me. And I'm sure that anyone who pays attention to the new elements will also like it, as some appear for the first time in dark blue, as for example the curved slope 1x2 or the Alpha Arc 1x4x3. As for the design, it is very faithful to the series, recreating some of the vehicle's iconic features, like the front grille, the rounded details on the sides of the bonnet, or the rear with several details similar to the wings of a bat. Some techniques are similar to those used in the latest LEGO versions of the Batmobile, which leads me to say that it is a good thing that this one isn't black. The car runs smoothly, and just like in the LEGO version of Batman Returns, the flame installed on the back rotates as the car moves. Regarding the interior, I found the existence of a hole in the cockpit kind of peculiar. This could be due to the placement of the minifigure with the cape, or the system for the flame to rotate, but I think this could have been rectified. Half of the stickers are located inside of the cockpit for the display and control panels, with the other 2 in the front headlights. The last sticker, and the largest, is on the descriptive plate with a rotating display system for the sets, something we already seen in the other sets, such as the Batman Classic TV series Batmobile. The car is positioned on the top of an 8x8 disc, and then it's just a matter of rotating it. In the instructions it is not specified in which place it is attached, but given the considerable weight, I personally place it on the middle, on the first middle studs of a black 4x6 plate. Also note the shooters placed on the hood, which are fitted into the hole of an inverted 1x3 tile, which is an excellent element, and which can be easily removed to give the Batmobile a smoother and more polished look. So what is your opinion about the set? Are you going to buy it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. As an almost complete stranger to the Batman animated series universe, it was with some surprise that I saw this model in terms of design and colors. I recognize that it is very similar to the cartoons and that the design team did an excellent job. I love the new cape, the overall design of the vehicle, and even the minifigures, although I would personally prefer someone else instead of Harley Quinn. But I also understand that this is a very desirable minifigure and thus becomes more accessible to everyone. There are obviously one or two things that could be improved. I think the only real negative is the price. If the value of 60 euros is confirmed, it's almost 14 cents per piece. The Batmobile Batman vs. the Joker chase, a model from last year, has 3 more elements, but one less figure of course. It costs 12 euros less. It seems to me that this might be one of those sets that is worth waiting until the sales and promotion season starts. That's what I would do. Batman fans will certainly want this one for their collection to add to the other versions of the Batmobile, and I'm sure that anyone who grew up with the animated series will love this set. Thank you LEGO and the Land for sending the set for review. Opinions on it are my own. If you liked the video, you can also watch a review of other sets from the theme, LEGO DC Comics Superhero 76273 Batman construction figure and a Batplot bike. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content. I'll be posting more videos in the coming days with some good surprises. Don't forget, play well.